Which of the following can be said to have happened upon Pandora opening the box and then hastily capping it? This is rather straightforward and it's a very direct reference, so it should not be any problem in solving this. We are referring to the first two statements of the passage. When Pandora opened the box, a plague dispersed and doomed humanity to suffer ruin, insanity, and despair. She hastily closed the box to stop the plague, but pathetically, only hope remained inside. And then the passage goes into a discussion of art. So this is the reference that we are looking for. Let's look at the options. Option A says, death emerged, but life got trapped. This is completely irrelevant because we are not talking about death and life. We might infer death from plague, but life, not really what we are talking about at all. We are talking about hope remaining inside and hope getting trapped by Pandora hastily closing the box again. She did it to try to stop the plague, but it was only hope that remained inside. And with the word pathetically, we realize that it was trapped inside. Hope was trapped inside. So instead of stopping the plague, she rather trapped hope. So death and life are aspects which are not supported by the passage, not given in this reference. Death might be inferable, but otherwise this is not quite true. So A is incorrect. Option B says plague spread out, but hope was born. Again, incorrect. Plague spread out is true, but then hope was born is incorrect. Hope rather was trapped. It was not born. So option B is incorrect. Option C tells us hope got trapped even as despair abated. Again, part of this is true, part of this incorrect. Hope got trapped. Yes, true. We've seen the reference. Even as despair abated, despair did not abate. A plague dispersed and doomed humanity to suffer ruin, insanity, and despair. The capping, the hasty closing of the box, it did not abate or reduce despair. It did not dispel despair. Despair continued to spread in the form of a plague. So this is also quite wrong. Option D says one mistake was compounded by the other. This is inferential, but it is definitely true. We see that when Pandora opened the box, she made the first mistake, one mistake that we are referring to here. This one mistake was when she opened the box, a plague dispersed and doomed humanity to suffer ruin, insanity, and despair. And this was compounded by the other. She hastily closed the box to stop the plague. This was the second mistake, the other mistake, which pathetically left only hope inside, as in hope was trapped in the attempt to stop the plague. The hasty closing, the other mistake, the second mistake, it did not stop the plague. Instead, it trapped hope. So one mistake was definitely compounded. It was increased. It was worsened by another mistake, the other mistake. So D is a valid choice. That is the correct answer.